Students, Sairam, this is Megha Messia, and today we will continue with our lesson number 6, that is refraction of light. This is our session 4 students. Okay, now till now you have studied many concepts in this chapter. We started with reflection and refraction definitions, right? You saw the difference between them. Then as the reflection has got the laws, yes, refraction also obeys some of the laws. Yes, then what we saw students, we saw about the refractive index. Yes, when it is concerned with the two mediums. Yes, we have seen you need two mediums, right? We saw the refractive index value for the different mediums is different. Yes students, you saw that table also. Then we saw that the concept of mirage, I told you it is cancelled out. You don't have to study for this year. Then next we saw about the twinkling of stars. So that is under the effect on the atmospheric refraction. Yes, it is the effect of atmospheric refraction is the twinkling of stars. Planets do not twinkle. We have studied that also. Then we saw about the total and partial internal reflection in the last class. Yes, you have studied about this also. You saw about the dispersion. Newton, Isaac Newton was the first scientist to introduce this concept to the scientific world. Okay students, so today as I told you, if you remember in the last presentation, that we are also going to see the rainbow formation, and is this effect of what we have studied, the effect of atmospheric refraction and all what we studied, that is total and partial internal reflection, dispersion, all are they having any connection with the rainbow? We will study that, okay, in today's part. Okay students, so see here, this is a beautiful picture you can see here of a rainbow. So rainbow you do not see every day, right? Every day you see the rainbow students? No, it is only seen in the rainy season, right? And that too in the rainy season, some of the time you see it, not every day in the rainy season also. Yes, now why this rainbow we can see only in rainy season, and whatever concepts we studied till now, are they all related with it? We'll study today. Okay students, now see, now the partial and total internal reflection, I have in that, as this is related with our rainbow production, we are going to see again about it. Okay, now rainbow is the beautiful natural phenomenon. Yes, it's a natural phenomenon. It's not anyone going in the sky and painting, right? It is the combined effect of a number of natural processes. Okay, it's a combined effect, we will say. It is a combined effect of dispersion takes place. We have studied what is dispersion students. Yes, the white light getting divided, you can say, or spread out into the spectrum of light. Yes, 7 spectrums we have studied. 7 spectrums of light. Yes, that is the process is called as dispersion. Then you saw the refraction. Yes, then you also saw about the total internal reflection of light. Okay students, so it can be seen mainly after a rainfall. Yes, after the rainfall only you can see this. Small droplets of water acts as small prisms. Yes, we have seen when the white light, it passed through the prism, when it comes out, it gets divided into the spectrum of light. Yes, and it is a visible spectrum we have studied yesterday in the previous part, right? So small droplets of water acts as a small prisms. Okay, so here you can see the droplet also. If you could see here, see here, this is my droplet, and see here to internal reflection takes place. Water droplet is already written, light ray coming. Okay, and what is taking place students? Internal reflection. Now along with this internal reflection, which other processes are taking place? Dispersion also and refraction also. Okay, we'll continue. Just a moment. So when light rays from the sun enter these droplets, okay, now see, can you see the light ray? Yellow color it is shown, it is coming inside the droplets, it gets refracted and dispersed. What will happen? Because air, outside is the air, inside is the water droplet, means water is there, so rarer to denser medium it is coming. Yes, so refraction will take place and then it will get dispersed into its colors. Okay, Then there is an internal reflection as shown in the figure. You can see where internal reflection will also take place, and after that once again the light gets refracted. Again light will get refracted while coming out of the droplet, because again while coming out it will move from the denser to a rarer medium, right? Air is your rarer medium there. So what is happening, student? Again a refraction will take place. Okay, all these three processes together produce a rainbow. So for the production such a beautiful rainbow what you see in the sky, it is nothing but it is a combined effect of what, students? You will remember, it is the refraction, it is the dispersion and the total internal reflection. Okay, students, did you understand this formation of rainbow? Okay, now we are going to start today with the sums. We have ended with our lesson. Last part was the rainbow formation. In rainbow formation, just remember, water droplets acts like a small prisms. All the things takes place, that is first refraction, and what will take place? Dispersion will take place. Okay, when the ray of light enters into the water droplet, and then again total internal reflection will take place, and once again while the ray of light is coming out it will get refracted. Only these things you will remember and you will write the answer. Sometimes this especially from this chapter, the total and partial internal reflection, it was asked last year in boards. So please see to it you study that diagram properly, because diagram based questions will be asked, you know that. So please study that diagram properly. Directly brief will not asked from that question, from that diagram, but small 1 mark it can be distributed, 3 mark answer, or mostly 3 or not 5 mark but 3 mark questions can be asked from that diagram. So please study that diagram properly. Rainbow formation also, this diagram you study properly. Based on this diagram they can ask you questions. Okay, what processes are taking place in this water droplet and all they can ask. Okay, so please study the diagrams from this chapters properly and try to find out questions on your own only and answer them. So you will also get an habit. Okay, because you know mostly you have activity type. Yes, you will have diagrams and diagram based questions. Okay, students. So here we complete with the lessons, and now I'll do with the sums. Okay, so the first sum which we have, solve the following examples. If the speed of light in a medium is 1.5 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Okay, what is the absolute refractive index of the medium? Okay, students, so we have to find the value of n. If the speed of light is given to you in a medium, any medium, they have not mentioned the medium, is 1.5 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Okay, so we will continue, we will see how we have to do that. Okay, now here the given part. What is given to you, students? It is given to you that the speed of light in any medium is how much? 1.5 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Right? Now we will assume speed of light in vacuum. We will take it in vacuum. Okay, what we will take it? 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. This is the standard value, student. Okay, now to find, we are comparing, so we have taken with vacuum, student. So what we have to find? We have to find the absolute refractive index, that is the n value. Okay, can you see the n value I have written here? What is our solution? Speed of the light in vacuum upon speed of light in medium. Okay, now what is our vacuum? What we have taken it as 3 into 10 raised to 8 and 1.5 into 10 raised to 8. What is given to us? Now this 10 raised to 8, 10 raised to 8 will get cancelled out. Okay, so we'll proceed. Now, so what you are getting, students? 3 upon 1.5. So 3 upon 1.5, when you solve, your answer is going to be 2. Okay, so thus the absolute refractive index of the medium is 2. Okay, students, I hope you understood this sum, how to solve it. Okay, you are going to solve this sums every chapter in science. Whatever sums I am teaching you in the video, you are going to make a note of it in your science A notebook, your classwork, science A classwork. Okay, what you have made. I want you to solve all these sums, very important for you as a part of your board exam. Okay, now next, if the absolute refractive indices of the glass and water are 3/2 and 4/3 respectively. Now the refractive index, absolute refractive index already given to you, 3/2 and 4/3. Glass 3/2, 4/3 is for water. What is the refractive index of the glass with respect to water? We have to find the refractive index n value with what respect? Glass to water. Okay, so we will proceed, students. So what is our given part, student? Absolute refractive index of glass 3/2, it is given to you. Then what do you know? Absolute refractive index of water, what it is? 4/3. Yes, to find, what we have to find, you are going to write it in this way, n glass of water. Okay, glass with respect to water, like this you are going to find. So see here, I have written here n glass to water. What it will be, students? It is going to be the speed of light in glass. First glass will come, okay, upon speed of light in water. Okay, now should we proceed? We'll see the next part. So what you are going to substitute the values, 3/2 upon 4/3. Okay, now you know when this 4/3 goes up, I have to make it reciprocal. So this part will become reciprocal as 3 up. It will be 3/4 multiplied by 3/2. Okay, so what we are getting, 3 3s are 9, 4 2s are 8. You are getting the answer as 9.8. Okay, students. So you are going to write the final answer. For all sums, important to write the final answer. Refractive index of the glass with respect to water is 9/8. Okay, students, I hope you understood these sums. These are your textual sums which I have done. Only 2 sums you have in this lesson. Okay, so here we complete with the lesson. I hope you understood. Very easy lesson, refraction of light. So please go through it properly. Diagrams from this chapter, study them properly, especially the total and total internal reflection partial what we have studied. Also the experiment which we as I told you, that experiment is there, study it properly. You have it in practicals also. We'll see when we will do that. So study them properly so that you will be able to answer the all questions from the figures. Okay, students. So here for today I'll stop it. Study this chapter also, we have finished. Next presentation we'll be studying with the new lesson. Okay, students. So please write down the sums in the notebook. Try to solve them on your own. Once you see in the video, try to solve them orally. If you see them, you are not going to able to solve it and get good marks in your exams also. Okay, students, please practice the sums. Okay, so thank you. Sai Ram, take care.